What's happening, y'all? So you already know we back. Um, we just had a meeting with Philip. Um, we just had a meeting with Philip, Victor. Just had a meeting with Philip and Victor. We talked about a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But one of them was, um, basically, Philip's business model, what they got going on over in Benson. We talked about ours, what we're doing, and then we also talked about like a potential partnership. Um, but right now, it doesn't seem like we're actually partnership is a good fit. So, that's kind of where we are, man. A little disappointed because I thought that we were going to be able to make something happen, but right now, he's basically saying that his company they have like they don't necessarily need help on the investment side of things. It's more so like distribution and education. So distribution, like marketing and stuff like that, and then educating their users. So that's not really a place where I feel like we can add value. So that's why it doesn't look like that's going to be a good fit for us. But it is what it is. You know, shit happens. In the meantime, though, we're gonna be reaching out to a couple of wealth managers real quick. So they'll contact them and just basically do what I always do: communicate our value proposition, and then see if it makes sense to partner with them. It makes sense for both sides. So I would share my screen, but I cannot for like because their contact information is on the screen and all that shit. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to share my screen. Let's see. So I'm gonna actually follow up with some of the ones I've talked to or have tried to talk to over the past like week or so. And a lot of them are wealth managers I have either worked with in the past or I've tried to work with in the past. So basically, again, the goal is to get them to meet with us and partner with us. So I'm about to. This is for again for training neurons. I'm not seeing them either. Actually, I'm gonna follow up with another prospect. This guy's funny, man. I talked to him. It's been a long time, man, but I talked to him a minute ago. This dude's funny as hell. He's a character for a I don't know. He's just a character. Like big personality. For like a wealth manager, it's just like kind of funny talking to him sometimes. So this would be let's see. All right, so he answered. So I'm looking for another prospect I talked to a minute ago. All right, we got one. This is Steven Callahan. Hey, Steven, this is Miles Hanna. We spoke in Q2 earlier this year. So I'm calling on behalf of Trending Neurons, and basically we help advisors make smarter data-backed investment decisions using AI. Do you have 20 seconds so I can explain why I'm calling? Oh, okay, gotcha. Got, all right, all right. Thank you. Bye. All right. So he says they're using mutual funds and not uh, individual securities. I'll cross them off the list. It's not really like a. We got plenty of people in this list to call, so I'll take them off the list. Did I talk to this guy already? All right, so that dude didn't answer. So yeah, so he didn't answer. So right now we only connected with one so far. I'm gonna follow up with a couple other prospects via text. we just followed via text a little bit. I can't really show. I can't show y'all the uh, like the actual text, because then apparently I'm like leaking their personal info or whatever. So that's all I like show y'all. But, all right. So as usual, man, I'm just dialing right now. So the last couple people, the last couple prospects haven't answered. So I'm just like continuing to dial different prospects. Next prospect. Hey Joe, this is Miles Hanna. We spoke in Q1 earlier this year. Yes, so I'm calling on behalf of Trending Neurons, and we help advisors like yourself make smarter, data-backed investment decisions using AI. Could I have 10 seconds to Okay, all right. All right, thanks. All right, so he doesn't want to improve his portfolio performance. That's cool. All right, let me try Tom Highland. I always say, bro, and I've been saying, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Whenever I talk to, like, let me look this up. Hold on, let me see something real quick. I'm gonna go, let's see. No, wrong one. All right, it doesn't really matter. I was gonna look up his A. I was gonna look up the company AU1, but it doesn't really matter, bro. Like, I was gonna like make a point, but it doesn't matter. Basically, any company, so any like wealth management firm or whatever, if they're under, right, I'm gonna say $100 million in AUM, so they are taking home, whatever, like $1 million. They they're looking to grow. You know what I'm saying? They want to grow. And so if I call you and explain that I have a way for you to grow, and you're already uninterested before I even pitch what I'm like actually calling about, that's why you're not growing. You see what I'm saying? You're not growing because you're not looking to innovate. You're not looking to make any changes, right? That's why you're at less than that's why you're such a small firm now. You see what I'm saying? It's a small you're a small firm because you have a small mindset. You know what I'm saying? You get me. So that's why I never really trip when if I talk to somebody and I'm not able to even explain the value proposition or why I'm calling, and they don't really like if I know they need my help and then they don't even listen to what I actually said. It's like, bro, like that's why you're always gonna have a super small business. But some people, they're cool with that. So mm, call him Brad Helms. All right, Brad answer. Now we call him David Armstrong. Hey, Jim, this is Miles Hanna. We spoke in Q2 of earlier this year. Do you remember who I am and why I'm calling, or should I remind you? Yeah. So I'm calling on behalf of Trending Neurons, and we help advisors make smarter, data-backed investment decisions using AI. Do you have 10 seconds so I can explain why I'm calling? Okay. So, Mark Markowitz. So and this is the thing. This is the other thing too. I got to talk to Victor about. Like wealth advisors, um, it kind of just like going back to what I was just saying earlier. Um, they don't want to adapt new technology, bro. They just don't. They want to do things the traditional way, things they've been doing for 30 years and all that shit. Um, so it's hard to like educate them on anything new. You know what I mean? Or a new way of doing things. Like, let's help you innovate. Improve your portfolio performance. Like, they don't really want to hear that. They just want to do everything status quo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's I mean, eventually, we'll talk to the right people, but then right now it's just like not going where you want it to go. Let me see something. They just don't get it, man. And this is why, like, even when I was working with them before and doing like I told y'all, I had like a lead generation / marketing agency in the past. And so, like, even when I was working with them before, like, trying to sell to them is just a headache, bro. Like, I was able to do it with, obviously with some of them, but like, they just, again, just kind of stuck in the status quo of doing things. Hey, James, this is Miles Hanna. We spoke in Q2 earlier this year. Hey, so you recall why I'm calling? I'm actually calling on behalf of Trending Neurons, and we help it. Right, right. Well, we help advisors make smarter, data-backed investment decisions. Okay, all right. So he says he's on. He said he's on the golf course. I know who All right, so obviously shit isn't going well. Um, we've been, I don't know. It's something about when I say AI. People get scared of the word or the I don't know, is that acronym? They get scared of the acronym AI. Whenever I say AI, they just run away. Like I don't know what's going on. If I was them and I mentioned anything, or if I was on the receiving end of this, and somebody said, basically, more or less, I can help you improve your portfolio performance through I would be all ears. But for whatever reason, they're getting scared of that. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable. I can tell. It's like as soon as I say AI, like that's the scary acronym that people don't want to hear. Let me see. Anyway, let me keep going. We got to call a guy who I remember. Um, I spoke to him a long time ago. And we booked the call and everything. We booked the discovery call back in the day. But he didn't show. I don't think he showed up to the discovery call or something. I don't remember. But again, this is back when I was working with advisors, like um, helping them scale, like get new clients and stuff like that. Um, so that's what I remember talking to him about, and us booking like an initial meeting. Um, anyway, let me call him. Hey, Michael, this is Miles Hanna. We spoke back in Q1 of this year. But I'm calling on behalf of Trending Neurons, and we help advisors basically gain an edge in the market and increase their alpha through data-backed investment decisions. Does that sound like something that you may be interested in? Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see. He said no, not right now. Right. Hmm. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is crazy, man. All right, so let me call a completely different. I'm gonna switch gears altogether, bro, and call George. He's a client of mine. We built his website for him. So I'm about to switch gears to a whole different business. But we built a website for him, and he's wanting us to build another one. So I'm about to call him right now and kind of see what's going on, what he's looking to get done, just so that we can at least be productive today, since nobody is interested in trending neurons right now. So we gotta do a whole we gotta shift gears all together right now. Da, da, da. Let me actually record this call too, like a voice memo, so I can reference it again. So I don't forget anything or whatever, miss any details. Not even sure if he's gonna answer actually. Might have stuff going on. All right, so this is context for ChatGPT. I'm talking to my little voice memo app. This is context for ChatGPT. Um, I'm about to have a call with George Boykin, who wants us to build a new website for him, and we're about to discuss the details of what he wants us to build. So I'm about to call him and talk to him right now. Again, this is context for ChatGPT. So I do that, y'all, again, so I can like transcribe the voice memo and then have ChatGPT make sense of it for me later on. Ask ChatGPT questions and stuff. What did I discuss with this person? What were the takeaways of the call? You know, what are their goals? So on and so forth.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
Alright, so he didn't answer. It's no worries. He might have probably got other stuff going on. He'll call me back because at the end of the day, like I said, he wants us to build a new website for him. Alright, I'm gonna keep calling prospects for Trending Neurons. I'll get back to that. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to just have a day where I just sit down and like just call all of these people, man. Just call all these motherfuckers, bro. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I got a list of whatever it is, 3,000, 4,000 or whatever prospects in here. So just call all of these dudes, like one by one. Even people that were in the past not interested in a different business of mine in the past. But obviously, again, this is completely different what I'm doing now. So it's like, just because they weren't interested in what we were doing with Ascend in terms of, again, helping them find new clients and increase their assets under management, all that stuff, that doesn't mean they're not going to be interested in what we're doing over at Trending Neurons. So, but right now, I'm a little annoyed because, like, bro, we got contacts, bro. I've called a lot of them already. I've texted or called a lot of them already. Just, I don't know, man. Let me call. I don't think I talked to him before. Let me call Darren Santos. So he is the founder of FSI Wealth. Hey Darren, this is Miles Hanna, call from Trending Neurons. We spoke back in Q2. This is Miles Hanna calling on behalf of Trending Neurons. We spoke back in Q2 of this year. Oh, okay. I can let you head into the meeting. I can give you a call back if you like. So basically, we help advisors like yourself essentially gain an edge in the market and increase your alpha using data-backed investment decisions. So if you have a few seconds, oh, go ahead. Okay. All right. Thanks. So he says he's heading into a meeting. I put it back on my headphones. He says he's heading into a meeting. He can't talk right now. Let's see. I'll just keep it marked as what it is in my CRM. Bro, this shit is so annoying, bro. Like, y'all don't understand. This should not be this hard, bro. It really shouldn't. If I was, I was talking to Victor earlier. He's like, maybe we should just be selling bread instead. Maybe that would be, if we were selling bread, we'd probably do a much better job, of actually making some progress. All right, because everybody needs bread.
Please leave your message for
Uh, uh, selling bread, bro. Yes, we make more progress doing that. But notice when I talked to him, I didn't mention anything about AI this time. Right? Since they're so scared of the term, right, AI, notice I didn't mention it this time. Just try to we can tell them about what the value proposition is about mentioning AI, and then let them go to our website, all right, and then they can, make a determination from there whether they want to continue the combo or not, right? Right. Um, by Mark Lieber. All right. The answer is second number. I don't know if I talked to. I think I talked to this guy. going. So we got Paul O'Hanlon, of Scottsdale Wealth Planning. Hey, am I speaking with Paul? Hey, Paul, this is Miles Hanna. We spoke in Q2 earlier this year. Yes, so I'm calling on behalf of Trend and Neurons, and basically we help advisors like yourself gain an edge in the market and actually increase their alpha using data-backed investment decisions. This okay, right? Okay, okay, no worries. All right, thanks. You too. So what he just said, I know y'all can hear him because I'm got in my headphones, but what he just said is exactly what the fuck I be talking about, right? He said, he said like he was like he's not. I explained to him right that we help them basically gain the edge in the market and increase their alpha using data-backed investment decisions, right? He's like, yeah, I've been doing this for 40 years, and I don't really need help with that, right? This is the problem. This is your problem. This is exactly what we're talking about, right? The this like the older generation, they don't believe in being innovative and using AI to do things better than the way they're doing them now, right? That's the problem. So that's the problem when I contact wealth managers, they want to continue doing the status quo, continue doing what they've been doing forever, okay? Even though they could do it better by partnering with us. You know what I'm saying? That's the disconnect. That's the problem. And it's like that's why they're not like it's not resonating to them when I say these things. It doesn't resonate with them, and that's why it's gonna be an uphill battle trying to partner with these wealth managers. I've already done this shit before, right? I've partnered with a couple of them before in the past, again for a different business, but it was hard as hell, right? Like it was like I had to call like probably I don't know 1,000, right? 1,000 different wealth managers before I could partner with the first. Well, actually, I got a little lucky, somewhat, because like I actually called like 30, like, and the first 30 or 40 calls I made, then I actually partnered with one, right? And but the second one, right, the second wealth manager I partnered with back then, it took me like another 1,000 calls before I was able to partner with the second, the second one. So they just again, they like to do everything status quo. But every now and then, just that's why I keep doing this shit, man. Like, you eventually call and call and call. Eventually, I'm gonna get in touch with the person who is interested in what we're doing and how we can help them improve their business, right? How we can make a positive impact on their business, right? It just, this is just whatever. This is just what it is. It's part of the process, but it is annoying. It's crazy. I'm telling you, like what I'm saying right now is facts. Like I've done this. I've already dealt with this shit before, right? Calling them, they all this shit, but the things that they're saying right now, this is the same shit I heard when I was trying to when I was with my last business. All right, I know we were trying to reach Jeremy, but Max answered. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we were trying to reach Jeremy, but Max just answered the phone. So I don't know. I think he's like what do you call it? A desk rep. What do you call it? Like an associate that like answers the phones and shit. But we're trying to talk to the guy. Right? We're trying to talk to the actual founder. So yeah. Um, so like I always tell y'all, if I don't get the founder on the phone, then I'm not, I don't need to talk to that person. We're not gonna make any progress talking to Max, right? When the founder is here. Hey Jason, this is Miles Hannon with Trending Neurons, and we help wealth advisors consistently attract. I had to stop mid sentence because that's not our. What the hell? Where did this voicemail come from? All right, so we just wasted a voicemail because this isn't our value prop. How do we even get this? This is my old. This is a different. This is an old. It's a value prop of my previous company. Yeah. I'm just looking for another prospect to call. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't know. That was wrong. I'm prospecting. I'm calling wealth managers. We're trying. So basically, my company, we're looking to partner with wealth managers, and I'm calling them and pitching them what we do and why we're trying to partner with them. That's what I'm doing. IKRM. So I'm part of an AI startup, and yeah, okay, appreciate that. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, so I just got in touch with whenever I get in contact with what do you call it, automated calling assistant, I never, it's like that's a big thing now. Google's automated calling assistants. Whenever I get in contact with them, I don't talk to the calling assistant. I don't like to do that, but it's becoming more common to speak with the people who are using those now. Let's see. AI is it only in USA? No, no, no. It's global. Here's the website. I'll send you the website. Oops. Automated assistance. No, no. I'm sending it to you right now. Hold on. So that's our website. Hmm? A reservation in a restaurant? Nah, it has to do with trading. So nothing about a restaurant. Basically, we our value proposition is we help traders know what, why, and when to trade using AI. I'm actually gonna start streaming on my phone because my computer's about to die. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm gonna holler at you on my phone. I'm about to switch. My computer's about to die any second now. So hold up. Switching to the phone. Yeah, we back on with it. But yeah, that's what we do. So if y'all interested, you can check out the website. Like I said, up above in the chat. That's what we do. So I do a lot of prospecting, calling wealth managers, hedge funds, basically any type of financial company, any type of finance company. A lot of what I do is I contact like the executives, so the people like the CEO or the founder or whoever, right? I contact them directly on the phone, and then I pitch what we do to them so we can partner together. Wolf of Wall Street, like, we're not, Wolf of Wall Street, that's like really extreme. So we're not quite doing it like that. Because I'm not like, Wolf of Wall Street, they didn't use AI to do any stock picking for people. So if you want to think of it as like, we're using AI to do what he was doing, then I guess you could compare it to that. But obviously in the movie, he's just, calling them directly, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not selling them individual stocks. I'm selling them the AI that picks the stocks for them. What about Margaret Robbie? What you mean? What you mean? No Margaret Robbie then? Oh, you said no Margaret Robbie. Yeah. Yeah, no Margaret Robbie. You funny. He said hard pass. So you would be in if Margaret Robbie was associated. If we had Margaret Robbie, then it'd be a hard sell. Like you would buy it. Margaret Robbie is hilarious. That's funny. Most definitely. That's hilarious, man. But yeah, man. You know, my streams are basically just all about that. Like they're about me doing, like working and like showing the progress for what I'm doing. So like eventually I hear a lot of no's right now, right? So I'm calling like executives, CEOs, whatever, you know, founders, and like we hear a lot of no's, but eventually I'm gonna get a yes, right? And so then that's gonna be a pretty significant thing because the deals I'm seeking are pretty high value. So again, my streams are all about like essentially selling. Good job. What you mean? Need skills. What you mean? I'm a little confused now. Oh, you need to have people skills? Yeah. You feel like I don't have any? I'm trying to figure out what you mean. But yes, you definitely gotta have people skills. Because I'm calling them, a lot of people I'm calling right now, I mean, I don't. Oh, I mean, you know, that's something that you can acquire. Like you can get them. It's not like I feel like it's much easier to get people skills than like technical skills, you know? Like all you gotta do is watch like a course on Udemy or something. You know what udemy.com is? All you gotta do is go on a course and like go to Udemy and like take a 8-hour course or something, and then you'll have all the skills you need. But I would say it's confidence even more than people skills. It's all about confidence. I got a lot of confidence. I'm a little annoyed right now because, you know what I'm saying? But because I'm hearing a lot of no. But yeah, it's all about confidence more than anything else. You have points to follow? Yeah, I have a script that I follow. So every time I get them on the phone, like I'm reading off my script. And I don't usually deviate. I don't usually deviate from it. Like I usually stay on script. So that helps me to like keep the conversation moving forward. I appreciate that, my man. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? Eventually. So, but yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do every day. So, yeah, we'll catch one eventually, man. Oh, I'm kind of like. I'm originally from Atlanta, but I live in Dallas, Texas now. But I'm originally from Atlanta. Yes, sir. I'm from the A. You said you want to visit the USA, but you're scared a little. Why are you? Why you? I mean, I was about to ask you why you would be scared to visit the USA, but then I realized we got a lot of shit going on here. A lot of crime, a lot of shootings and stuff like that. I don't feel like a lot of that stuff. Most of that stuff doesn't really happen in other countries. So to be honest, you know, you do have a good reason to be scared to visit the USA. If I'm keeping the buck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got, you know, our gun laws are basically non-existent. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has a gun, especially in Texas. Like, especially in, like, Texas and, you know, a lot of red states, conservative states, you know, everybody's got a gun. So, nah, it's real, man. It's real. So I can understand you not really wanting to come here for real. Or visit the USA for real. But where are you from though? Since you're not in the USA, where are you from? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So Dubai? Is Dubai Saudi Arabia? My geography is terrible, so I don't really know. Isn't that near KSA? See now you. Yeah, see now you're talking about a lot of shit I don't know. you now you confuse me a little bit. T-Mobile. Bro, I do not know what you're talking about. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where you're talking about right now. I know Saudi Arabia, but you saying CR7 and Jeddah, Makkah, I don't know. I need you to elaborate for your boy. I don't know what the hell you talking about right now. Oh yeah, Ronaldo. Yeah. I know he's, you know, one of the best players, one of the best football players in the world. Him and Lionel Messi. So I know, you know what I'm saying? I got some ball knowledge. It's not elite ball knowledge, but I definitely got ball knowledge. But yeah. Oh. Okay, I got you. That makes more sense now. I got you. Dubai and Emiratis. Okay. I got you now. How far is Dubai from Saudi Arabia though? Is it not close? Yeah, it's close. Yeah. So Ronaldo's in Al Nasser, located in Riyadh, capital of Saudi Arabia. Okay. I got you now. That's what's up though, man. I've never been to Saudi Arabia or Dubai. So you know, hopefully one day soon. Europe. Right now I'm headed back to the crib though. Well, kind of. I might make a couple stops somewhere. So have you been out of the country though? Outside, like have you been outside of Saudi Arabia? Or not yet? Oh, I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, I appreciate it, man. I'll catch you next time you hop on the stream at some point. I'll catch you later. Deuces, brother. Bro, I feel like I don't want to. I probably need to go. I need to go back to, well, it's not, I don't need to go back to, like, bro, I'm tired of the HUDs, bro. Appreciate the follow too, bro. I appreciate that follow. I'm so tired of the HUDs, bro. I can't even begin to explain how sick I am of them, bro. Can't even begin to explain, man. Sick of bitches, bro. And the reason I say that is because there's a Starbucks. I like to go to a certain Starbucks every day, right, to work. But right now, I don't really want to go. I go to other Starbucks because, and the reason I don't go to the one I used to go to or normally go to, because this bitch I used to talk to, bro, like I know she be up there. And don't get it twisted. It's not that we don't go up there because I'm scared. It ain't no shit like that. It ain't nothing like that, bro. It ain't nothing like that. Trust me. It's that I don't want to when somebody plays games with me, right? Especially if it's some girl I'm talking to, right? If you start playing games with me, I don't want to see you anymore, right? Like I don't want to. It's just I don't want to see you. It's nothing, you know, because part of me feels like, bro, like how you gonna let some lame asshole keep you from going to the Starbucks you like to go to, right? But that's not the like that's not it, right? It's that I don't want to see her. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I don't want to see her, bro. Like, but that's the Starbucks I like going to. So I'm gonna have to, we probably gonna run into her again at some point, and then it's just gonna be, it is what it is. But for the time being, like the way I'm feeling, like I don't want to see her ass. It's almost like if I see you, I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. Like I don't want to see, like, you know what I'm saying, like, ugh. Like you know what I'm saying, like you playing games, bro. Like I can't stand shit like that, bro. But I'll tell the story though. I'll tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna walk through it. So for the story purposes, her name is Jasmine, right? Because you can't give her the what do you call it, the satisfaction of actually saying her name. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So for story purposes, her name Jasmine, right? So I met Jasmine at Starbucks, like, it's been a little minute ago now. I don't know, 3 weeks, a month ago. So I'm up at Starbucks, right? And I'm chilling, I'm working, right? Just like I was just now, right? When I go to Starbucks, it's not a motherfucking game. Like, I go there to actually get shit done, right? So I'm at Starbucks working, and I'm not able to record the conversation so I can reference what he's trying to do with his project. You see what I'm saying? So that's a triple negative, a reason why I can't answer the phone right now. So anyway, I'm at Starbucks, I'm working, right? And when I'm at Starbucks, bro, like, I don't really care what the scenery is like. You know what I'm saying? I don't. What am I talking about? Bro, I'm trying to see. Should I just stay where I am or go to? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll just stay where I am right now. So I'm not really checking the scenery like that, right? I don't care who's walking in, who's walking out, who whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get shit done, right? We're working. So I know sit in front of me, like, she comes over here, she sits in front of me, whatever. Like, a couple. We sitting outside on the little Starbucks patio, but she sits like a couple seats in front of me. And like, bro, sometimes you can just tell when somebody just like, when you're getting looks. You know what I'm saying? I got pretty good peripheral vision. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell, like, Shorty's checking for me. You know what I'm saying? She checking for me. I can see her, like, looking and whatnot. And but again, I'm working. I don't give a fuck. I'm just working. I'm trying to get shit done. And then she she was like, oh. Then I noticed like she like went inside. So she goes inside Starbucks. And the way that Starbucks is set up in most Starbucks, right? Like if she goes inside, she can see outside, but the windows, especially at Starbucks, the windows are like kind of tinted. You can't usually see inside, but people inside can see outside. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. She goes in there for a second. She probably like still like choosing, really. Like she kind of looking at me, whatever, probably. And she come back out, and then she's like, I notice her like walking up to me. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck does this bitch want, bro? Like, I don't like, what do you want from me? I'm not trying to, like, I'm not checking for you like that. I don't care what you talking about. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But she started like walking towards me, and then she's like, she's like, do you mind watching? She's like, do you mind watching my stuff for a second? And you know, I don't consider myself a mean person, right? Like, I don't got nothing against her, obviously. So I'm just like, yeah, sure, no problem. And so she's like, okay. And so she goes inside. I think she said, she's like, you mind watching my stuff because I got to use the restroom or something like that. So she goes inside, and you know, I watch her stuff, whatever. And then she comes back out. You know, she's like, oh, thank you, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. And after the little situation, I'm like, after that little interaction, I'm like, I thought about it, I'm like, hold up. I was like, she's trying to make conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's her way of trying to like get. I've had another girl do that in the past. This or like ask me if I have a iPhone charger or whatever, right? Like that's what they do when they're trying to get your attention. So like in hindsight, after the fact, I'm like, I think she was trying to get my attention. Like she trying to start a conversation. Like she choosing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. And I had, you know, and then like after that little interaction, I was kind of like, okay, now I'm kind of looking at her. Like I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on. Let me kind of check her out, see what she's working with. Yeah, I was liking what you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I was liking what I saw. You know what I mean? She had a nice little shape to her. You know, she's cute. Face card wasn't declining, all that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. She, you know, she looks like somebody I can, you know, I can rock with. So I was like, you know what? I'm busy. I got shit going on, but I'm gonna play her little game right now. Like I'm gonna return the energy, basically. I'm gonna return that same energy she just gave me. So I pulled the same shit. I'm like, you know, you mind watching my stuff real quick? I gotta get something out of my car. You know what I mean? So I head to the car. You know, I head to the car, go get, you know, bottle of water, whatever, out of the car, and I come back, and then I just strike a conversation, right? Like, you know, I do what a real man gonna do. If he sees something he like, he gonna go ahead and pursue it. So I start a conversation. I'm like, you know, I feel like I've seen you before. No, I hadn't, bro. I don't think I had seen her before, bro. I feel like I've seen you here a few times before. You know, do you come here often? You know, she's like, yeah, you know, I'm here, you know, 3 times a week, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, cool. What do you do? Like, are you in school? Are you working? Like, what you got going on? And she's like, yeah, you know, I'm in school, you know, yada, yada, yada. I was like, oh, okay, cool. What you in school for? And just like that, just small talk, right? She told me she's in school for nursing, whatever. And so I was like, but again, you know, we just small talk, making conversation, trying to keep the conversation going, whatever. And then I was like, you know, all right, cool. Well, you know, hopefully I see you around, right? Hopefully I see you around. And so, and I left it at that because she had already told me, you know, when she goes up there. So I'm like assuming I'm gonna see her again. I'm like, I'm gonna see her the next time I'm up there probably. So there's no need for me to press, right? Like I'm not pressed about like, you know, trying to get Shorty's number or whatever, her Instagram, whatever. Like I'm not pressed about it. Like I'm gonna see her when I see her. So I was like, hopefully I see you up here next time. And then sure enough, like, and the next time I was there or whatever, a couple times after that, like I saw her again, and she must have like walked up while I was working and like really like heads down working, because I didn't see her walk up, and she sat in like a whatever in front of me again or whatever, because when I was going to go get something from my car, I noticed her sitting down, and then I was like, okay, so I sparked up a conversation with her. We start chopping up again, and then I was like, I'll holler at you before I leave, right? I'm like, okay, cool, I see you studying whatever, so I'll holler at you before I leave, because I was about to leave anyway. But I go back to my computer, get a little bit more work done, and then I get up to get ready to leave, and then I'm like, all right, and I just asked her straight up, like, you want to grab food sometime, right? Bro, that line has never failed me, bro. Like, that shit has never failed me, bro. I use the same shit every time, bro. It's never failed. So I use the same shit again, same line, and she's like, yeah, sure. So she pulls out her phone with the swiftness, real quick. Like, I didn't even realize what was going on. Like, the phone was out. It seemed like by the time I finished the sentence, her phone was out, and she was waiting on me to give her my number. So, give her my number. She calls me, so I can lock it in. And then text her next day. We start talking, whatever. I learned that she likes to cook, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She into cooking. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me take her. Like, let me take her somewhere different. Like, let's do something different. Right? Niggas ain't thinking about taking shorties to a cooking class, right? They don't think about shit like that, right? They're gonna do some basic shit, take her out to a dinner date, whatever. They're gonna take her to a dinner date or something like that, right? They're gonna take her bowling or whatever, just some lame ass shit. So I'm like, let me do something different, something out of the box, right? She told me she liked to cook, so let me take her to a cooking class. She's like, cool, she's excited about it, whatever, obviously excited about it, and yada, yada, yada. I get the tickets. I buy the tickets. Bro, these tickets are not cheap, bro. They're not cheap. They're not necessarily, like, expensive for real either, but, like, for me right now, they are expensive, right? They're $100 a piece, right? So first date, I'm dropping $200 on the first date. Take her to a cooking class. And even, bro, honestly, even if I was rich, like $200, like I'm still gonna be like, that's expensive for a first date. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. That's expensive. I could be making millions of dollars a year. I'm gonna be like, that's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, one of my good friends, bro. Like, I'm gonna get sidetracked for just a second. One of my good friends, makes good money, whatever. He's doing well, and he was like, I talked to him like a week ago, and he thought he was getting like a pizza or two pizzas for like $7 a piece from like a discount or whatever. Turns out, the pizzas were gonna end up being like $12 a piece, right? Again, bro's doing well, bro. He money is, what I'm saying? Like, he's doing well for himself. Bro, why is bro, he's complaining about it, right? Like, he was like upset about it, like, because he wanted that discount, right? So my point is, the reason I'm bringing it up, my whole point is, when you got money, bro, people that have money are usually stingy, right? Like, they're stingy with it. That's why they have money, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they have it. They know, because they know how to keep it, right? And they value it. So I'm no different, right? Even though I'm not where I want to be financially, I still value money, and, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like wasting it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to to the story. So so I buy the tickets or whatever, and it's the day of. So it's the day of the date. We're going to a cooking class later that day. I text her early in the afternoon. I'm like, because I was busy working and stuff, right? So I text her early in the afternoon. I'm like, look, I said I'll send you the details for the cooking class in a couple hours, right? because, you know, it's getting kind of late and I still don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing and where we're going and, you know, and what to wear and yada, yada, yada. So, you know, can we just reschedule for another time? Bro, we are 2 out. We're literally 2 hours before the fucking date, bro. We are 2 hours before the date. I'm actually at the barbershop getting a haircut. I'm like headed there. And she, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually headed there. Like, I'm about to head there to the spot. And she's like, you know, trying to reschedule, you know, making all, you know, saying whatever the fuck she's saying, right? She needs more time to get ready, whatever. So at this point, I'm hot. Like, hot. Like, I'm real mad. Because mainly because I've already spent the money on the damn tickets, bro. Like, I spent the money on the tickets. Like, I'm not, like, this ain't no motherfucking game, bro. Like, it's $200 we talking about, bro. I ain't playing about my money. So, you know, I've already spent the money, and we're just a couple hours before the date, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm getting ready to go. I'm about to head there. So she last minute trying to reschedule shit, whatever. So like I'm pissed. I'm hot. But I'm like, all right, let me, you know, especially if I'm mad about something, and this kind of goes to y'all too. Like, if you're mad about something, never let somebody else know that whatever they said or did made you mad, right? Like, you don't do that shit, bro. Because whenever someone knows that they can do something, do or say something to get under your skin, they'll do it again, right? Or they'll, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know when somebody does something or says something that rub you the wrong way, right? Because that means that they have like that basically means they have power over you, right? So that was one reason why I didn't want to let her know I was mad. And I'm trying to, like, you know, I'm like, let me, you know, I'm trying to like have like my friends, like I got that, you know, they all like are more, not all of them, but like they are more, you know, well, Miles, you know, they always try to tell me to, you know, see it from the other person's point of view. Like, you know, I could hear them in my head saying, you know, well, Miles, don't get mad about it. Like, you know, just try to understand it from her point of view, and maybe she just needs more time and yada yada. So like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't drop her the fuck off just from this. You know what I'm saying? Just from her saying this, like, don't drop her off yet. Like, I could hear the voices in my head. So I'm like, all right, let me not get all upset. Let me calm down. And so I text her, I'm like, and it's the best I could do. Because I really wanted to just like cuss her the fuck out. I was like, this is the best I could do. Like, I was so mad. I said, I've already bought the tickets. What's your email? Right? Like, in other words, like, I'm not even hearing, I didn't care for fuck nothing she had just said. I'm letting her know I bought these tickets. What's your email so I can send you the details like I said I was going to. And so she sent me the email, whatever. And then she's still basically saying the same shit. Oh, I can't, you know, how am I gonna, you know, basically saying like I need more time to get ready. You know, it's whatever. Like it's getting close to the time. She's freaking out and sabotaging the date. Like, I don't know what the fuck she's doing, right? But she's basically saying the same shit, right? So then she's like, so then I'm like, okay, she's acting like she needs more time or whatever. She doesn't have enough time to get ready. And she's like, well, can you just ask oh, that's what happened. I was like, let me explain. Let me do something I never do, right? Because she was still saying the same shit, you know, basically acting like she needed more time to get ready, and she just whatever, right? She wasn't ready, and she was still acting like she wanted to just reschedule. So I said, let me do something I never do, and that I hate to do, because I don't feel like I should have to do this. Let me explain. I was like, let me explain to this girl why. Right? Let me explain to this girl why I need, or why I, you know, still want to go. Right? So I explained it to her. I'm like, listen. I told her straight up. I said, the tickets aren't cheap. And it's too late for me to get a refund, because a refund requires 48 hours notice. So, so it's too late for me to get a refund. That's why I want to go still. Right? That's why I want to go still. And, I asked, I was like, you get me, right? You understand? And then so she responds like all this like excitement, yeah, I understand, and I still want to go. She's like, I still want to go too, and yada yada yada. She's like, well, but is there any way that we can reschedule instead of you getting a refund? We can just reschedule it. So she's still saying the same shit. So I'm like, all right. And so I called. I'm at the barbershop. I'm literally in the chair, right? I call the chef and explain to her the situation. Basically tell her how this bitch playing. She playing games. She not trying to, you know what I'm saying? And can we? I just explained the situation. And so the chef's like, well, I don't really. Basically, she told me she was like, I don't have these events every weekend. She's like, I have these events when I want to, right? It's not like something I do every weekend. So I can't tell you when. Like, I don't know the next time I'm gonna have an event for you to be able to reschedule. She's like, but what we can do is, she's like, if you're running late or whatever, just show up late. She's like, she's like, we're gonna spend the first 2 hours cooking, and then we're gonna sit down and eat at 8. She's like, so if y'all, she's like, as long as y'all get there before 8, y'all, you'll be able to eat with everybody, right, and get your money's worth. So I'm like, that sounded cool to me. I'm like, okay, we get an extra hour and a half, whatever, to get ready and shit. So, like, that made sense to me. So I explained that to her. Bro, why this bitch leave me on red? She was just talking about how she was excited to go, all this shit. Like, she still want to go, yeah. Why she leave me on red? Bro, I was like, bro, there's no way, bro. Bro, I'm not dumb, bro. I know when, what I'm saying? I know when a girl's when she's into me, when she's trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I can read the room. You get me? So I knew she still wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell she still wanted to go. She was still down, but, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, she got nervous or whatever the fuck, and she just decided not to respond, right? She got anxious and, maybe she felt like I was upset, whatever, so she got anxious and just decided not to respond altogether, bro. I'm like, bro, there's no way, bro. Like, this is that shit I be talking about, bro. It is, bro. This is that shit I be talking about. This is that dumbass shit, bro. Like, like how, anyway, so I even talked to one of my friends, she was like, she's a woman too, so she trying to, like, I ran it by her to see if I'm tripping, like, get her perspective, like what she thinks Shorty was thinking. And she was like, yeah, she probably just wasn't ready, and then that's why I'm not trying to run into her for real, And it's on some, like, I don't want to see your face. Like, I don't want to see your face. I don't want to look at you, right? Because you playing. You was playing with me, and I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your motherfucking face. So that's why I don't really want to go to that Starbucks I usually go to. But at the same time, I go wherever the hell I want to go, right? And I'm not finna let, you know what I'm saying? So, but right now I'm just still I'm still hot about it. So I can't really, you know what I mean? I'm still like, I don't want to see the bitch face. Like, I'm still in that mode. So that's why I can't go up there right now. But trust me, we gonna start going back there. And then if we run into or whatever, then it is what it is. But again, for right now, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on the Freon. I'm cool on the Freon. But yeah, man, that's where we are. That's where we are with that, man. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. Yeah, man. But anyway, you know, we got all this shit, bro. We got all this. I got all this different shit I'm doing, man. I told y'all before. We got all these different businesses I'm running simultaneously. All these different things I'm doing at the same time. I got a sports agency that I'm trying to get off the ground. An agent to high school and college basketball players. Hopefully, you know, NBA players, right? Pro players. Soon, but right now, high school and college basketball players. Basically helping them to negotiate NIL deals, endorsements and stuff like that. Then I got the AI startup that y'all just saw me working on, where I'm calling prospects, I'm calling, different, executives that we want to partner with, different companies we want to partner with, right? So that's the AI startup I work with, Trending Neurons. And I got a partner with that, right? He's like the original founder or whatever, and we're more or less, operating as co-founders right now. So that's what we got going on with that. And I got a web development agency known as Levate. So y'all can check that out if y'all want, levate.com. So that's my web development agency, right? Just like it sounds, we build websites for people. So yeah, got that going on too. And I'm forgetting something right now. I'm forgetting something right now. I don't even know what it is. No, I guess that is it. And I'm also searching for a new job, man. The entrepreneurship, man. It's shit just hasn't been going my way, man. Right? It doesn't matter how you wanna slice and dice it, right? Shit just ain't been going my way. So we did the full-time entrepreneurship thing for a time, but the finances looking a little funny right now. So now I'm also, that's the fourth thing I'm doing, is looking for another Starbucks. See if we can make something happen, make something shake. So I'm actually about to go to the Starbucks I just said that I've been not going to, like, intentionally avoiding. But whenever I used to see Shorty, it was like earlier in the day, so I'm hoping she ain't gonna be up here, because it's a little bit later in the day now. And if she is, then it is what it is. We ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna face it. That's what we do. We face our problems. We don't run away from them like she did. You know what I'm saying? That's what bitches do. I'm a grown ass man, bro. We don't run away from our problems. I face them every time, right? But again, the only reason haven't been going to the Starbucks is just I'm seeing her face is going to disgust me, right? Cause we at the age, bro. Her and I think whatever. I think she's a year younger than me. We at the age where it's like, bro, we ain't kids no more. On a real, for real, like we ain't kids no more. We grown as hell. You know what I mean? Like we grown as hell. We can't be doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you gotta like grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not in college no more. Like, right? That's why, and you know, like, bro, she telling me like, I don't know, bro. Like, right, she over here telling me how, you know, her older sister is married or whatever, and then her younger brother is like engaged and all that. Now she telling me this, right? Like, looking back on it, I'm like, well, why the fuck aren't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't you? And this is why. Because you be bullshitting playing all these games, right? Like this, the shit that she pulled. This is why you the only sibling that ain't engaged or married, because you be bullshitting. Like, straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Women, they don't understand that, right? They don't be understanding that, bro. Like, it's the very reason why you the only one of the 3 siblings that's still single as fuck. Because you be bullshitting. You be playing games. Simple as that. But yeah, I'm sure I'll face her again, right? And when that happens, you know, we'll be ready. I mean, I'm always ready, so it don't make me any difference. But yeah, man, that's what we got going on. But like I said before, man, with all the different things I'm doing from a business perspective and whatnot, like, that's what I'm saying. I don't have time for the bullshit. Fuck, bro. I'm grown as fuck. She grown as fuck. Right? At some point, you gotta. I just don't understand. Like, my generation, bro. Like, the women, bro. They just play so many motherfucking games, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like embedded in them to just play games. Like, they can't help it. Every bitch I meet want to play some type of game. But watch this though. Unless she doesn't look like me, right? Unless she white, right? If she's white, she's not playing games, right? They don't play games. They very straightforward, right? But if she is if she black, they can't help it, bro. That's what they do. They play games. That's how it is, bro. Right? I don't get any pleasure from saying shit like this, bro, but it's just the truth. Right? That's why you see so many men like, why black women just love to play games, bro. Like, I was like, why is it like this? Why it gotta be like this? Why can't I just meet a regular girl who wants to talk and get to know one another, Like, why can't I just meet somebody like that? I don't understand. Like, seriously, I was like, I don't understand. And he was like, why is it our women always gonna play games? He was like, that's just what they can't. He's like, they're used to it, right? He's like, they're used to it. That's what most niggas is doing. Like, that most, like, niggas come to them trying to run game on them, right? That's what he was saying. And he was like, so that's why. That's all they know, right? That's all they know. When a man come up to them, they expect that man to try to run game on them. It's expected. He was like, if a guy comes up to them and they're a straight shooter and they really trying to get to a guy, really trying to get to know her, she like, what? This guy really trying to get to know me? What's wrong with him? No, he trying to run some type of he trying to run some type of he different. He on a different level of game. He trying to run some crazy game on me. He actually trying to act like he trying to actually get to know me. When in reality, bro really is trying to get to know you. He ain't trying to run no type of game. He's a straight shooter. He's straightforward. And that's me. I'm that guy. Right? I'm the straight shooter. I'm straightforward. I'm not trying to run game on you. I don't have time. I just told y'all about 3 different businesses I'm working on right now. At any point, and no matter how shit look right now, at any point, any one of them can take off. Right? They're all, high earning potential businesses. Right? One thing goes my way every, you know what I'm saying? We off to the races. It's to the moon. So it don't matter what it look like now. That's just what it is. That's the truth. So, but that's what he was saying. Is like they're used to it. They expect, right? I'm trying to really bring that point home, bro. They expect, right? A man that approaches them, they expect that man to play games, to try to run game on them. They expect it. And when it doesn't happen, they think it's weird. Right? They don't know how. It's like, it don't even register to them. They don't register in their brains. They don't even know what to do. Right? It's unexpected. They don't know how to respond to a dude that's really trying to get to know them, a straight shooter. So that's the disconnect. That's why, I try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, the more and more I try to date, you know what I'm saying, women that look like me, like, the shit just, we keep just hitting the wall, bro. We just keep, like, falling flat on our face because, again, that's the disconnect. I'm a straight shooter. I don't try to run game. I don't have no interest trying to run game. Right? I don't do that. I don't have time for that shit. Right? If I approach you and come up and talk to you, like, you know what I'm saying? I already like what I see, so I'm gonna ask you out, and then we're gonna go out and we're gonna get to know each other, and then it's either it's gonna progress from there or it's not, right? Because whatever, right? But I don't try to play psychological mind games and run game, and then you got to try to show them that you got 3-4 other women that want you and all that. That's what you got to do when you try to date the black woman. You gotta show them that you got motion, right? You got other women, you got 3-4 other women that want you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do bullshit like that, right? You don't have to do that with any other race of woman, bro. Like, white women don't give a fuck about that shit. From my experience. I'm just saying from my experience. Right? Like, this, again, whenever I tell y'all something, bro, this shit is like, You can take it to the fucking bank. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's shit I've literally experienced, bro. I don't just be talking. Right? Black women want to play games, and other women of other races don't. They don't care. They don't play games, right? And that's just what it is. And that's why, you know, I want to be with a black woman, but it's shit. It's just, that's the reason I'm single now, because I've been dating black women, bro. Because I've been trying to date black. That's the reason why I'm single, straight up, no bullshit. So anyway, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to kind of really bring that point home, right? And I could get into it a little bit deeper and, you know, give more examples and stuff, but, you know, that is what it is. I don't really feel like the need to do that today. I ain't finna do all that today. You mean? So nah, but yeah, man, that's where we are. That's where we are. But you know, I love my black queens, but they got too much game, bro. They got too much game, and I don't have game, bro. I'm not about game. I'm just a straight shooter, bro. Right? Like, either you fucking with me or you're not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to do nothing special or try to play mind games with you to try to pull you. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, that's another thing my brother was saying. Like, he was like, a lot of dudes, they start spending money. They start doing what they spend money on them quick. Right? That fucks her head up. Right? So that's game. That's what I'm talking about. I don't believe in spending money on women, you know, when I first meet them or whatever, to try to get their attention. I don't believe in that. And when I say spend money, I'm talking about like buying her like materialistic shit, right? Trying to, you know, buying her a bag or shoes, clothes. I'm talking about that type of shit, right? I don't believe in doing that, right? I ain't into tricking. Even if I had it like that, I'm not into tricking. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm about, right? It's just not, bro. So, anyway. That's what we got going on, man. That's what we got going on, man. That's just what it is. I'm back at Starbucks though. I'm trying to decide on whether I want to go do Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff, or like, you know, if I want to go deliver and whatnot, or if I want to continue doing what I've been doing, which is, you know, working on the business at Starbucks. I feel like I need to go make some deliveries and shit, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to. Not because I want to, but because I need to, because I'm broke. Like, real shit. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not a game. I gotta get like what do you call it? I gotta get some protein shakes and all that kind of stuff. Get my protein intake. You know, I need to work out today. It's Wednesday. We haven't worked out yet. Haven't worked out not once this week. You know, the whole 9. So, yeah, man. But let me go here and sit down for a second, and that'll probably help me decide. I'm gonna sit down for a second. Going to Starbucks, man. Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, man. I'm gonna go do Uber Eats and shit. Man. Go make some deliveries. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. And like I always tell y'all, I need my GPS to make the deliveries. That's why I don't stream myself doing Uber, you know, making deliveries and shit. Because you can't. At least I haven't figured out. I don't know. Maybe there's a way you can do it, but I haven't figured out how to stream and still be able to see my GPS. You get me? So that's kind of where we are. So anyway, man, Oh, I will do. I'll do that real quick. And I gotta pee. Yeah, I gotta pee. Shit. Hold on. Bro, they need to start having outlets outside. I hate going inside. Bro, we already have to sit outside. There's too many people in here. Alright, let me see. Oh, there's no outlet on the table at all?
No, so I don't think it needs to be hooked up.
Oh, I see.
Mine's the one on this side.
Oh, okay. I think I see one right here. Alright, appreciate you. We gotta let this shit charge up for a second.